you know there's certain items that you should expect when doing a mobile ATM event? Stay to the end of the video. I'm going to show you what those are. Hi, I'm Phil from PDQ Merchant Enterprises and the ATM Mastermind group page, and I help hundreds of aspiring ATM business owners go from zero ATM to ATM Business Pro in as little as 30 days. Always remember, here at PDQ Merchant Enterprises and the ATM Mastermind group page, we buy your freedom back one transaction at a time. Without further ado, the top 5 items that you need to know when you do a mobile ATM event. Item number 1, cash out. How much cash am I going to go through in this mobile event, Phil? I don't know. It's my first one. I'm trying to judge it, just trying to get an idea on. I don't have any idea how it's going to do. Can you help me on the process? Absolutely, we can help you. Here's the things you need to know. How many people are going to be at the event? So let's just use an example. So 5,000 people are going to be at that event, and for every 5,000 people at the event, we generate 100 transactions. Average transaction, depending on a lot of things, if there's beer, if there's not beer, if there's booze, if it's just this, there are some events, but just for a quick rule of thumb, figure every 5,000 is going to generate you 100 transactions. Every transaction is going to be a $100 withdrawal. It's a little less sometimes, depending on if there's not any alcohol, and sometimes there might be other factors that will contribute to it being more, but for the most part, on the average, $100 is a good rule of thumb. Point number 2, how many ATMs? In most events, if you're looking between 5 and 25,000 people, you know what, 2 ATMs is enough ATMs for the venue. However, sometimes that does vary because there's 2 or 3 entrances to the venue. If there's more than one entrance, a lot of times they'll say, well, I want one at the front door, I want one at the back door, and then we have a beer tent, I want one there. So that may play a factor in how many ATMs the event wants, but for the most part, figure out most events under 25,000 people you're just gonna need 2 ATMs. So if you're thinking about starting your own ATM business but didn't know where to start, stay to the end of the video and I'll share with you our checklist entitled ATM Business Passive Income Checklist. The 5 things you need to know to start your profitable ATM business so you can build a passive income source for your family. You'll have a clear roadmap towards ATM business success so you can earn between $250 and $1,500 of passive income every single month. All right, let's get back to the video. Number 3, the vendor pass. Hey Phil, what's a vendor pass? A vendor pass is a pass specifically set up for vendors. You're a vendor, you're an ATM vendor. So they got food vendors, they got booze vendors, they got crash show vendors, they got all kinds of vendors. Now you're a vendor, and this pass allows you to park in a specific vendor parking lot, or it gets you into the event without paying a cover, or it gets you into the back workings of the event that helps you navigate. If you decide you're going to pull the money out every night, this will get you into that event. You don't have to park way out in the boonies. You can get right up close to the event, and you want to be close to the event because you're taking the money out. You're going to take that money and then you're going to leave the event. So you don't want to be walking through a big crowd with a lot of money in your pocket. That's why the vendor pass is very important. Number 4, pickup and delivery times. What's pickup and delivery times? Pickup and delivery times is exactly what it says. When are you going to deliver the ATM? Usually most of the events will start, the first day is in the evening, somewhere around 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night. So they're going to say, you know what, we want you there 4 hours before the event starts. So let's say it's at 5, they want you there about 11. Usually a lot of vendors set up the night before and then carry on to usually about 4 hours before the event actually starts. At that time, the managers or the people running the event, they want everything, all the vendors in there, they want everything staged, because now they're focusing on logistics of getting in the crowd in and making sure that their staff is readily available and on property. And number 5, how are you going to secure your ATM? So this is something you got to know. What we chose to do a long time ago is we created a mobile ATM trailer, because sometimes there wasn't a spot to secure the ATM. We could secure the ATMs into the trailer and then we could secure the trailer. But sometimes that trailer didn't work. So if they have 2 entrances, they needed kiosks. So we chose to go with the kiosks, and then we have to secure those kiosks to something. Sometimes there's a light post, sometimes there's a fence, sometimes there's something else. There's scaffolding a lot of times at the events where they use to advertise different things, and we secure our ATM to that scaffolding through a series of chains. So if you're interested in starting your own ATM business, I want to invite you to our free checklist entitled ATM Business Passive Income Checklist, the 5 things you need to know to start a profitable ATM business so you can start earning passive income, make more money, and spend more time with your family. If you're interested, click the link down below and start your ATM journey today. Again, this is Phil from PDQ Merchant Enterprises and the ATM Mastermind group page, where we buy your freedom at one transaction at a time. Thank you guys very much, and thank you for making this YouTube channel #1.